without a doubt, my favorite part of this garage is that Bikini Downhill poster from Elysian Brewing. Hey, how's it going, guys? Today we're going to be working on the GS500. I'm super excited to say that I finally got a new headlight for it, and I'm really excited to show it to you. One sec. To all the Harley guys out there, you might recognize this. Maybe if you drive a Jeep too. But we're going to be installing this halo lamp with high and low beam and markers. I think they're all LED. Let's install it and find out. Now, I kind of have the bike tucked into this corner over here, but I figured that's enough room to, you know, let me work on at least this area here. I don't think I'm going to need to pull it out for much more than that. Let's get to it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these 13mm bolts on the end here that are currently holding on the windscreen. Not much of a windscreen, but I think it looks cool. You know what? At the end of the day, that's what matters, because I'm riding it and you're not. Not that I have to defend that. I know some of you out there actually like that look. So after you get your windscreen off, you don't actually have to remove these, the two 13mm bolts, although you can actually leave those in, and it's probably a good idea that you do. But next there's two Phillips head screws that you need to remove. They're on each side, and you'll be able to remove the headlight assembly. Actually, I think it would just be a bulb at this point, because it's all one unit. Yeah, that sounds right. To be honest, guys, I don't actually know how to do this. I'm just kind of playing it by ear and noting what I see, and hopefully your process is the same. That looks beautiful. Alright, just because I'm curious, I'm going to plug this thing in and I'm going to turn it on and see if it actually works. Because that would be a good check to do before we get too carried away here. I'm pretty sure it'll work. Oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty good. Oh, look at that, and the high beam stays on too. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that test was successful. But now, how do we get this halo light to turn on? So I was doing some testing. I found out that this unused plug here has 12 volts running to it. So we can definitely power our halo light with that 12 volt plug. So I'm gonna get a little creative with my wiring here and see if I can get that running. Alright guys, so it's the next day and I've done a little bit of work off screen. I kind of want to show you what I've done to modify the new headlight so that it will fit in the OEM housing. So I had to do a couple of things, and one of those was I had to take a drill and I had to, let me see if I can get that in frame. I had to drill through the heat sink in the back, or these little metal fins, and kind of did this in a redneck fashion, if you will. But I used zip ties to affix it to the housing. And then what I did on top of that was I got some weather stripping and put it around the outside of the housing to make a tight fit and hopefully seal it off a little bit from the elements. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the wires from this flush mount turn signal that I had for my CBR. I decided I'm not going to use these, and I'm going to cut the wire off, and I'm going to essentially use electrical tape to secure the wires to the angel eye, and then put that those wires and connect them to the open port that we have on the GS500. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. And by no means is this an elegant way of doing this, but it's just the way that I'm doing it. and if you have a better way, please do it that way. But without mounting brackets for this thing, I didn't see a easier way. So let's get to it. Okay, so I have the headlights hooked up as they should be. And we can see that the halo light's working, the low beam's working, and the indicator markers are working. And now we got the high beam, that one's working too. That's really bright. Cool. Alright, I'm going to show you how I hook this all up. Okay, so I've taken the positive and ground for the halo light, and I've connected them to the 12 volt accessory from the motorcycle. Now, one thing that's cool about the GS500, or at least my model year, is that these brown and black wires were already connected to a fitting that looks like this. I don't know if that'll focus. That looks like this. And if you just pop the wires out of here, you don't have to cut them. And it makes it really easy to connect your wires to that 12 volt line. So now all that's left is to put everything back together and do a comparison, see if this is any good. Hurt. Always remember to put your kickstand up, everybody. Alright everybody, well thank you for watching. That's been an install of a halo headlight on a Suzuki GS500. I'm going to link this product in the description, so if you want to do the same process, go ahead and give it a try. I think it looks really cool, and I mean, for a $50 headlight, doesn't look too bad. I'm going to have to see how the on-road performance looks, but you know, just for my little test in the garage here, it looks to be significantly brighter. And like I said, I think it looks awesome. So thank you so much for watching. Check out some other videos. They'll be somewhere in this area or over here. I'll see you guys next time. Hey, side note, if you guys want to send me anything, follow me at WidgeTheWiz on Instagram. You can DM me there, send me cool things you want me to look at, and maybe I'll talk about them in my next video. Alright, take it easy guys.